Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles, Workbook for Students. We are on lesson 90, which I believe is the last, yes, oh wow, the last lesson, which is a review of some previous lessons, which is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
For this review, we will use these ideas. Number one, let me recognize the problem so I can solve it. Let me realize today that the problem is always some sort of grievance that I would cherish. Wow. Let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle with which I let the grievance be replaced. Today, I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution. The problem is a grievance, the solution is a miracle. And I invite the solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that takes its place. The specific applications of this idea might be in these forms. This presents a problem to me which I would have resolved.
Mm-hmm.
The miracle behind this grievance will resolve for me. The answer to this problem is the miracle that it conceals.
Mm-hmm. Yes, let me recognize my problems have been solved. I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time. I believe that the problem comes first and time must elapse before it can be worked out. I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. That is because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem so that they cannot be separated by time. The Holy Spirit will teach me this, if I will let Him. And I will understand it is impossible that I could have a problem which has not been solved already. These forms of the idea will be useful for specific applications. I need not wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me, if I will accept it. And time cannot separate this problem from its solution. Holy smokes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a relief.
Yeah.
And that's why these lessons are important and the reviews are important.
Yeah.
Because in the time it took for us to look at lesson 80 to what we're at lesson 90 now that we've reviewed all these lessons,
Mm-hmm.
it's like we've forgotten. And then they
Yes.
summarize it so beautifully that
Mm-hmm.
since time is an illusion, how about our problem is solved in the same instant that we acknowledge that we have a problem?
Yes.
There are no
Yep.
problems.
Yeah. 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 It's like we just discussed having, recognizing a grievance and being able to let it go much sooner than we did before. We would hold on to that grievance for much longer. So
Yeah,
that's an evolution in itself.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the first one, let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle with which I let the grievance be replaced. So
Mm-hmm.
today I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution that happens at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just such a relief.
I
And
think
it's so
the
simple.
the idea that we have with problems is even if we can recognize that there is a solution, we just don't want to do it, right? Sometimes we just want to hang on to that problem because we're not willing to do um, either we're not willing to let it go, or if there is an obvious solution, we're not willing to embrace that,
Yeah.
right? We'd rather keep the problem alive.
Well, we all like to grumble.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And for some, it's more of a pastime than others, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And I like it too. It's like, oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. I like that. It makes me feel right. It makes me feel whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really something that doesn't even need to occur.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just a beautiful reminder to, I do not see the problem. And the answer is, well, this is
Yeah.
because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem so they cannot be separated by time.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Spirit will teach me this if I will let him. It's actually her, but whatever. like I'm correcting Jesus who channeled this.
Right. Right.
Anyways, but just so fun, so simple.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also easy when you're in a good frame of mind. We've already had an hour of discussion of
Yeah.
life and whatever
That's
we're deciding to grumble about. So we have
yeah.
no grumbling at the moment. So it's like, oh,
Yes.
this revelation that, life is simple and good and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah. Because this video might be the shortest one, right? It'll be like
Could be.
6 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm. Just looking over the second part of that review. What was I looking for? I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. That is because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem so that they cannot be separated by time. Yeah, that's definitely worth highlighting.
Yes, I did underline that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's curious. The very first thing that you read says, I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time.
Right.
So therefore, we're reminded that time is an illusion, even though
Yeah.
this video is going to be 10 minutes long instead of 20 or 30 or whatever we've got.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Mm-hmm.
still are stuck in our illusion of time. But
Yeah. Well, the
I
first
believe
part
that
of
the
that, it says,
problem,
I seem to have.
I seem to have problem, right? I seem to
Yeah.
have problems
Yeah.
only because I am missing using time. I seem is like the illusion.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And I will understand it is impossible that I could have a problem which has not been solved already.
Yeah. And I think what it's trying to be inferred here is that at the very, very bottom, I need not wait for this to be resolved, because if I recognize it's not really a problem, it's not really a grievance, it's already done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over just as you're completing that thought, you just let it go,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Yeah.
the solving, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right? I need not wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me if I will accept it. Accept it and acknowledge it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Yeah.
Time cannot separate this problem from its solution.
Yeah. Because I think if you just ignore things, then you're kind of not, that's not really the point of this lesson, right? You have to
Yeah.
acknowledge that there is a grievance
Yeah.
and be have enough courage to know that it is resolved already.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and be open to
Yes.
the
Yeah.
the fact. So there's really no grievances. Didn't we?
Yeah. And I invite the solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that takes its place. Yeah.
Right. And I invite the solution to come to me through the forgiveness of the grievance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And welcome the miracle that takes its place.
Yeah.
So we should be celebrating because when we don't notice it yet. So now that
Mm-hmm.
we can start noticing it, we should be celebrating. Wow,
Yes. Yes.
there's a miracle here where I had a grievance two
Mm-hmm.
seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yep. That's right.
cool, cool. What a fun day. What a great way to start the day.
I agree.
I
Beautiful.
agree. Beautiful. All right. Well, we'll end the recording here, and this will record really quickly.
Right? Sometimes